I just wanted to mention on that reel, on this pattern of which came in number one on the poll I did on where you guys are struggling with intimacy, it was being attracted to someone who's unavailable secretly. And the reason that it's secretly is because people carry a lot of shame around this and guilt. And I get it. I'm very familiar with this pattern, trust me. And people will watch the videos and not even like the video because they don't want anyone to know that they're like secretly pining after or pursuing somebody who is like unavailable in another relationship, married, whatever the case may be. But I want you guys to just understand that it's a very seductive pattern because it is meeting some kind of need. It's not meeting your full intimacy needs, and it's not going to ever bring you into the full vulnerability of a real, healthy, secure relationship connection, but it is satisfying something within you. And so if we can get beyond the feeling guilty and just understand what need it is sort of meeting, you start to edge yourself into being able and capable of fully receiving love. But what I want to say is that this is resolvable because I used to be super attracted to unavailable people too. And the more that I started to show up for myself and choose myself and start to meet the needs that I was like wanting this unavailable person to meet and they weren't capable or they weren't ready, that was when my energy started to shift. And then I started actually feeling not attracted to that pattern. I started to repel it. And I started to attract people into my life that were more available for intimacy and that were actually looking for it. And so you will dissolve this attraction to unavailability when you show up for yourself, but you got to fully choose you and start to do the things that you want these other people to do, because people can only mirror the energy that we're carrying within ourselves. So if you start to show up for yourself, you can either probably transform the connection that you're in, and or you'll attract somebody who's actually ready, and then you can confront the fears of actual real intimacy. My methodology for deep intimacy is creating an intimate practice with yourself. And for me, that also looks like a daily spiritual practice. It's a way to show up and connect, not just with yourself, with your higher self, but with the divine, like with spirit, with source. That is the truest and most full connection you'll ever experience. Everything else is just like an extension of how connected you feel to like all that is. And so that's why for me, it's the root, it's the core, it's so important, it's the foundation of everything. And then as you start to show up for yourself physically, emotionally, this is why I have a sensual embodiment series. The more comfortable you are in your skin, the more your nervous system is able to sustain the ebbs and the flows of what comes with deeper intimacy and all those edges that you're going to continue to meet. This is where it's a more nuanced practice, right? Like I talk about deep intimacy because I'm not just doing like relationship 101, but we're talking about going to deeper and deeper levels, but it has to start with a personal practice. But you can get the freebie for that here. So yeah, to wrap up that thought, I just want to say that we can't continue to think that the change has to come from our partner. Like we're only experiencing patterns that are coming from our own mind. So in order to transform your intimate life, you've got to transform yourself from within. These patterns live within you. They're projections coming from your mind or from your karma. Like it's up to us to become the change that we want to see. Yes, of course, in connection it takes two, but you will continue to attract the energy that you're holding, right? And the beliefs that you hold. So to get something new, we have to do something different, right? We got to show up differently. We have to change things from inside. And then we're going to see the change reflected on the outside, whether it be with our current partner or if we're single, we'll start to attract a new kind of connection, somebody who is more available, who wants deeper intimacy. This is just how it works. It starts from the inside out. That's why all the work that I do is from the inside. Do you know what I'm saying? Love you guys.